stand a chance to win a trip for 2 to Spain to watch Real Madrid live in action with Nivea Man SA. Buy any Nivea Man deep product and enter *120 *607 hash to stand a chance. You can explore the sights of Madrid. You will have a training session at the Real Madrid training ground and a tour to the Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. Terms and conditions apply. The competition starts from the 1st of March to the 30th of April 2023. It is TV powered by World Sports Betting. It is times.co.za. Welcome to the CAF Champions League weekend. So, a lot of teams are playing in the CAF Champions League. It's the quarterfinal stages. South African team, of course, is traveling to Algeria. It's Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, the last time we did Belouizdad versus Mamelodi Sundowns, we still had Khanye, who's now the coach of the Orlando Pirates Disky Challenge team. Mamelodi Sundowns on that day won 5-1 away from home. Now, what happened in that game is that there was a red card within the first 4 minutes. Belouizdad got a red card and I think maybe a penalty at the same time as well, or it was a red card only. But Mamelodi Sundowns proceeded to score 4 goals from that moment. And then the return leg of that, because they were in the same group, Mamelodi Sundowns lost 2-0 to Belouizdad. It was 11 versus 11 in that instance. And then Mamelodi Sundowns, I think they had already qualified for the quarterfinals. And that's the only history that we know about these two clubs. Sundowns, of course, probably top 4 on the African continent, top 3 on the African continent. Belouizdad always there and thereabouts on the African continent. So it's going to be a very, very tough game. It's at 9 p.m. on Saturday at the Nelson Mandela Stadium in Algeria. Junior Khanye, our analyst. Their guys are already in Algeria. They come from a difficult loss against Stellenbosch on the weekend. So I think, and I asked you this the last time we spoke, this thing of what do you do now, even with the squad, the team that you have? Do you approach it with a different lineup? Maybe let's start with the mindset of Sundowns coming from that loss. How are they approaching this game going to Algeria?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ngibulise lengwenye yethu
Just. Brand new wheels.
Lengwenye faka insimbi. Justice nomdimuna lamathi iDisky TV abantu bangayideleli wrong. Channel le bheka ungafuni size sivele screenini isiphiri ya la kunonkulunkulu isiphiri bheka ntwana ufake hayi
Just.
hayi mrena ramle boli bodimbawo thaka namadlozi iDisky TV ungadeleli ya no Mr Nkuleko my brother sibongisele out yami bonge nawe mfiti lengwenya le yamaphasi yawasha uNkulunkulu uzoyiphamala ngokuphila lengwenya. Yeah,
just.
I'm
the only person without a car, yeah, so I don't know.
Lot of businesses. Because I watch the space, private jet soon. Private jet. Yeah, no, Nkuleko my brother kunjani. Ngibulise Justice, ngibulise Benedict Sofilagas. Yeah, ebafethi kunjani, keep on supporting iDisky TV, fighting no one try to fix South African football. 4 games. Not convincing. Not only the Stellenbosch played 3 draws with DStv Premiership. I know they won already, but the lineup they bayidlalisa should bafuna win wonke lama game, but they fail to win those games. Yeah. Last game Stellenbosch struggle to cope with speed. Stellenbosch front three yabo. Also Mkwena, I believe for me, very good player, but still not exactly adapting a system of Sundowns, especially when they test him. Njengamanje kuya ku Champions League, other team I think they've seen that when he's playing here, unama game, very good player, make no mistake, one of the best for the country, especially for the future. It's coming all right. Kule game le, yes, bangamdlalisa la, but play with Mkhulisi. I believe I can play with Div 2. One is more folding. Yeah, Mkwena this Mkhulisi box to box approaching this game. Mkhulisi amncede because he can defend, he can play. Uyakwazi ukulinka is fearless in terms of kwazi ukudlala ngama pocket. I passing game uyayazi Mkhulisi. Very confident, got the balance nomoya. Ukwazi ukudefend, ukwazi ukudlala, he can score goals, assist as well.
So the important point, like in the midfield, the important point is that whatever you're doing, have 2 of them.
Please, have 2 of them. Go into this game, advice from him, Coach Rulani Mkwena. In front of them, Dalangu Mshishi Oneomayem, between the 2 of them. Ukudlala nge-one holding midfield is not going to help them. They're playing away. I know ukuthi asisho ukuthi bamakhe. We know these two. They can play, especially Mkhulisi can link. Mayema phambi kwakhe, Mshishi can go up front. It's fine. Bamdlalise uye centrally. Badlale ngeplayer la kaMtsobitso Shalulile. He is more central player. Magala in terms of tapping poucher strength sakhe ukora ipali ingwenya kuyo ine understanding with al movie. Left they can play, I believe, for me lo mfana lo Mailula. Yes, left they can play him. I believe he's one of the best for me. Can they play him? Mar centrally badlale ngoShalile. I believe Sundowns going to this game. Kulego ngibonile game yabo right. They beat that team I think last time 5-1, but there was a red card within right 4-5 minutes. I changed play na laba bantu laba. But now I think they saw Sundowns is not going to be easy. And Sundowns confident it's a bit shaky. One of the quality sides not out of it. Just they need to shape up. Banga they are loosely, especially Nedbank. One of my expectations, in fact, most set standard on kumuntu funa ukudla. They are one of the best. They must stick to his strengths sabo. Umuzili ukuthi nemelense compose the way they are playing, but at the back for me, dlalu Teruk instead of Mvala, dlalu Sumrena instead of Umdao Kurish. Bring back, yes, Umdiba is fine. Yes, Agnam Ginga. And I think the team can win. Abazwa tournament results or a draw.
There's this thing of before we focus too much on the prediction, there's this thing, the positional discipline ga Modiba. I know that they want him to do what he's doing. They want him to be a left back and also add a number in midfield. I think I saw this Pep Guardiola. I think he put Stones. Stones was supposed to be a right back because Kyle Walker is injured, and then he goes inside the midfield, and I think he did the same thing with players like Philip Lahm when he was still at Bayern Munich. I think, but this is a little bit complicated to some players because one, you remember that Modiba was facing Pesitao against Al Ahly. That was his primary opposition. Pesitao is your opposition, is a number 11 when you're number 3, or is a number 7 when you're number 3. That's your opposition. When you are in the midfield and the ball is Pesitao, you have to cover the whole ground and then face him. So you're playing two positions at the same time. Do you want to go with that tomorrow? Do you want, whenever you're starting your build up, to do something like that when you can see it's taxing your left back, he has to go there and then he has to go back to his original position?
Yeah, remember Sundowns defender on my midfield. If you can be honest, Mrena was a winger.
Yeah.
Celtics, Mdiba was a winger, midfield as well, left midfield. Yeah. Super sport. They do similar Brazil what they do. Marcelo is more for midfield, but they playing him at the back. Daniel Alves can play in the middle right. They playing at the right wing back. But defender on my midfield, I'm interchange abo. Even now, good development. I think Junior Khanye Football Academy we emphasize that. But if you now if you come in, Neo must stay outside. And he must become a left wing back. We should see Neo abakwazi kababuchu. Neo must melabona Mdiba is in charge, or he caught the Poluba in charge. Stay there. Magam support he can be nearer, but to positional in terms of defending opponent akemela. But if they're gonna go, both of them they're gonna be exposed. Because Lengwenya later centrally goes wide to Gumvalela, and then Umkwena must become a central sweeper yabo. Mangabangeka coach Umkwena and Nalama interchange was went on the right. Because Mdiba uyenza most Mdau he goes forward. Ungena Pagata kasi comfortable with traffic, it doesn't do much. But he ends up with a cycling up. And you are right. Pep what is doing, I think Nae Manga check Unkulego. Uno Rodri, which is a Spanish player. No Kunikan, which is German, they understand. If those people gone, Bagwas good Bakav, especially Rodrigo, become a sweeper, languages are the centrally check a side lily, whereby Lomchitalo Kangene Pagat. And by Master Rankulego Nagabolam, right, they used to do that. And they've been doing that, Mara, Yatex Angulego. And it doesn't want Tabantabaluzi cheaply. And it must be nearer to each other. You must have people who've got speed. Because recover very quick. So Rulani, when he does that, it him build up a slow. If they build up very slow at the back, it's different with Pep. I think he gonna quickness at the back. And the back pass, why so many back pass? I think in IP they shy up. Ipolaman Fiagui, he must look at mangabe back pass wide ke, but most he must go forward. Maybe badlala behind the defense or la pocket angithi badlala ngama move off the ball here. It's a quality side. Sundowns technically they're very good, but smart and the movement of the ball is superior. Ne balance inyaweni, they hardly lose the ball. Maka at the back uzodlala kancane. Uyenzile na uRonwen Williams kubafana they got a goal. So I build up yabo yakarulani, i-team yabo is very slow. Badlala ngathi kunama opponent and ama opponent aface ipalabo bona bafacele. Any mistake it's a goal. We understand. So ile yenze na umvala having time baze bamclose apha afuna ukudlala sikwele la bhola, it was a goal end up on the net. So nkuleko bazobakora ngama mistake wabo hayi ukuthi ama team mhlambe le team I create ama chance ama team ama opponent adlala nabo because bakwazi ukucover distance, bakwazi ukuvala ground and they can badlala abayi wide in most badlala more central bona I-wide kuba i-option yokugcina. So i-team kaRulande different ukuthi they build up very slowly, baba close interchange ama position, they explode the speed, especially speed talent coach goal. So ama team amaningi azoyenza they must build up very quick. Nkoyena must stop playing back pass too much. I think give me advice if in playing good cup lead ukhumbule la kunabantu abasmart too much, anything kuna individual brilliant it's a goal. And I think Onyango as well positioning yakhe la kulama goal lawa especially kulama goal lawa. Yes, ama defender is a mistake, positioning yakhe na very wrong. I believe for me, positioning some good goalkeeper, but Ronwen I think because of the understanding, mabadlala uyazi where and recap, but they must play at the back quickly. I think good is manje yobodlala weekend bangakwazi ukuthi survive. So Sundowns good game kule gonna go draw or they win the game because ngibonile the team abadlala nayo last time not a good side as well. Tactical they are poor as well, babobozeka and they hardly because tactical especially mabathola team move off the ball baba nenkinga. I think abantu abajwayele ukuthi bamakha abantu ama second ball or ama crosses because maba team ayidlala le papaki pass and bama back for physically bit. So physical static maba move off the ball. Sundowns kuzoba nenkinga. Sundowns izoyina le game or draw.
All right. WSB.co.za. We've watched Sundowns go to North Africa this season. They went to Cairo. They scored 2 goals. I remember, I think it was Shalulile from Mailula on the left, and then I think Tapelo Morena scored the second goal. It was 2-2. It was a brilliant game that they played against Al Ahly. So they still are a competent side. Al Ahly came here to South Africa. Mamelodi Sundowns scored, I think, 5 goals, if I'm not mistaken. So they are a very competent CAF Champions League side. Of course, it's not going to be different. It's not going to be easy to go to Algeria and come up with a win there. We shall see tomorrow. We'll bring you Orlando Pirates in Cape Town City at 3 p.m. tomorrow, and then at 9 we'll give you Belouizdad against Mamelodi Sundowns in the CAF Champions League on Sunday, 3 p.m. Sikukune Kaizer Chiefs. Tiski TV, Tiski Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.